Two boys got into a terrible argument in a class in school. And as they were arguing, the teacher brought both of them in front of the class. Each boy was convinced about his point of view. The teacher turned to each of the boys and said, "You stand on this side of the class, you stand on this side of the class." And in the middle, she put a bench on which she placed a ball. She looked at one boy and said, "What color do you see?" And he said, "Black." She turned to the other boy and said, "What color do you see?" And he said, "White." The teacher turned to both of them and said, "You are seeing black, you are seeing white? Are you sure?" Each of them were convinced. And in fact, the guy who was seeing the black was wondering, why is the other guy saying white? And the guy who was seeing the white was wondering, is the other man blind or what? There is a height to the difference of opinion. And at that point, the teacher came right in the middle of the class where the ball was kept, turned the ball around, and indeed, the ball had been painted half black and half white. And thus, each boy could understand that they were right from their perspective, but they could not see the other perspective. And hence, it's extremely important for us to appreciate the fact that the same truth may be seen from different perspectives. Yathendriya pratak dwarai artho bahugunashraya eko nanayate yadvat bhagavan shastravartmabhi. The same absolute truth is looked upon by different philosophers in different ways. And therefore, some call it Brahman, some call it Paramatma, some call it Bhagavan, some call in so many different ways. But ultimately, the absolute truth is one, and that absolute truth is described as Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. And therefore, we should realize the value of looking at the same truth from different perspectives, but understand that the reality is one, and that reality needs to be experienced.